Hello guys, welcome back. Now today, we're going to be talking about Matthew Tkachuk and the possibility that he's the NHL's next big rat. We'll also be having a future guest on the video, Idontgivetkachuk. Now Matthew Tkachuk has been one of those guys in the NHL that's had a short career so far, but has really made a name for himself. I think he's had up to 3 suspensions so far, 2 in the 17-18 season, and he's already made a name for himself of being a pest and being that kind of guy that goes on edge, plays the game like that, and of course you gotta have the similarities of Brad Marchand. Now Brad Marchand is arguably the dirtiest player in the NHL. He has loads of talent though. He played 69 games last season, I think 68, 69, something like that, but had 85 points. Was really fantastic when he played, and really if he had a full season could have been up there as the points leaders. So it was sad to see that he was suspended a few games and started playing like a crap player, but it was just sad to see him suspended because if he played a whole season, he would have been on the top guys of points. So it was sad to see that he was suspended so much. And of course, it's frustrating for a lot of Bruins fans and for me too, just seeing the potential that he has as an offensive player, but seeing that he goes out and does dirty stuff, does just not good rule stuff, just doing the stuff that you don't want in the NHL. He has all the talent in the world, but then he just goes and flips a switch, and then he's right back out there and getting suspended again. It's frustrating for the NHL, it's frustrating for the fans, it's frustrating for the Bruins as well. And of course, Marchand has been suspended pretty much countless times over the past 10 years and really made a name for himself of being the rat of the NHL, and him even embracing it at the All-Star game, posting a picture, of course, right by the rat sign, the famous one right there. And he embraces it, which is not really the best thing in the world, but we all know that he is the rat of the NHL right now. Now, of course, Matthew Tkachuk has the similarities, getting a lot of his game from Tkachuk, and you can obviously tell that he's not the cleanest player in the world. Matthew Tkachuk has been suspended around 3 times. So in his short 2-year career, he's gotten suspended quite a bit, and he's had quite a bit of incidents towards his name. And he's obviously made a name for himself already. He's just been not a really dirty player, but he really has that edge, that really physical edge, and he plays the game like a Brad Marchand, and not completely, but he's getting there. But to me, he also has that talent as well. At age 20, he played 68 games, had 24 goals, 25 assists for 49 points. He had a corresponding percentage of 57.7. That was absolutely filthy. But he obviously has the talent to play on the NHL ice. He's already shown that he's fantastic, and to me, he's one of the more underrated players in the NHL offensively, and he really brings that side of the game as well. But to me, also, he brings a little bit of youth, so he's going to mature more towards his career goes, and hopefully that's the case, because it's going to be sad to see if his career goes the same way as a Brad Marchand, to where he has the offensive talent, and we know that talent is there, but he keeps getting suspended, and he never really learns from his mistakes. Hopefully, Matthew Tkachuk, as a smart player, learns from his mistakes, and stops playing the game as that much of an edge. Maybe be a little bit more cautious. You could still have a suspension here or two, still play a little bit more of an edgy game, but cool it down a little bit. And to me, I've always liked Matthew Tkachuk. I don't know why. I just picked him as a guy I love, and a lot of people I know hate him with just an absolutely flurry. So I feel like I like him just because a lot of other people hate him. I don't know why. I just love his edge to his game. I love how he plays, and to me, he's one of the more underrated guys in the NHL offensively, but also his all-around game. But again, I'm hoping that he's able to cool down a little bit, keep his career at a steady pace. We don't want to see him miss games because of suspensions. We don't want to see him be knucklehead and go out and do dirty stuff. We want to see him have a full career and, possibly be a better player than Tkachuk someday. But Matthew Tkachuk definitely has the talent, the offensive talent, defensive talent, and he's just a great hockey player. It'll be a shame if he goes the same way as Brad Marchand, where he's suspended every game, and the NHL is frustrating him, the fan base is frustrating him, and overall the fans are frustrating him. It's going to be really interesting to see if he matures, if he gets better, but at age 20, I'd give him a little bit of a break here. All I'm saying is that hopefully he matures a little bit, hopefully he cools down his edginess, and hopefully he's able to get a little bit of a cleaner style here. He can still keep his edge to him, but cool it back a little bit. I'm hoping that he can stay that way and have a few full seasons that he can hopefully play through and have a few great seasons. He definitely has the offensive potential to be one of the best guys in the NHL and on the Calgary Flames. He definitely has the potential. It's all about if he keeps if he keeps it back a little bit, keeps the edginess a little bit back, and plays the game a lot more similar to a lot of other players rather than Brad Marchand. I'm really hoping that Matthew Tkachuk has a few full seasons has a good NHL career, and doesn't go down the same route of Brad Marchand where he's pretty much suspended every game. Hopefully that doesn't happen, and hopefully he plays a very solid career. Now on to Idontgivetkachuk, one of the best names in the hockey YouTuber community. He's going to tell you all about what Tkachuk plays like, if he's similar to Marchand, and how his overall game is like.
Thanks so much for having me on the channel. I love talking all things Calgary Flames, all things hockey in general. Thanks so much for adding me in a video with Matthew Tkachuk. My YouTube name is named Idontgivetkachuk, so it's kind of fitting. And I apologize if you hear bird tweets in the background, because that's all they've been doing for the past hours. So, ignore that. Anyways, is Tkachuk a rat? I wouldn't say he is a rat. I just say he's a little bit of like a chirper, like the birds over there now. But I think there's a big difference between the Marchand rat and another rat, and here's why. Because what Tkachuk does is he doesn't try to go around and get under your skin. Well, he tries to go around and get under your skin, but he's not really like a Marchand who will purposely try to get under your nerves. And like, you don't see Tkachuk going around licking people and stuff like that. You don't see him try to kiss people on the cheek. So that's the difference between the two of them. Because I think Brad Marchand, he tries to play dirty, as Matthew Tkachuk just tries to deliver hard hits. Like, there's times, especially that Drew Daddy elbow thing he did, that's another example, a huge example of a little difference, because Tkachuk plays kind of a similar game to Brad Marchand. He goes around trying to like chip people, but he doesn't try to like hit other teammates. You know what I'm saying? Like, go around and like purposely try to do something to them to tick them off. He'll just go around and like try to like tap in your face or like punching you or something like that. He's more of an enforcer, and that's another thing I'm trying to get to is scoring wise. Matthew Tkachuk put up 47 points. But he also plays a bigger enforcer role, as in Brad Marchand. He'll get under people's skins, but he'll still score. So I think Marchand is a little bit more offensive than Matthew Tkachuk is. And I would say that Matthew Tkachuk is an enforcer, although he is kind of a playmaker. He can assist Backlund, and he did it last year. So I'd say that's another big difference, is whether or not he is really a rat or not. But there's also another thing I want to bring up, and that's age. You see, Brad Marchand is kind of older than he is, so he's doing it just to like nag other people's skin, because he just likes to play a little bit of dirty hockey. Matthew Tkachuk's 20 to 21 years old, so this may stop in a few years. He might be doing it now because he's a younger kid, but once he gets older, he might try to mature and just play the game of hockey. But who doesn't love a game of hockey when you're chirping at people and stuff like that? That's interesting. And what's also interesting is that Keith Tkachuk was kind of the same way. He'd kind of try to like get under people's skins, but he would still go out and score. And Keith Tkachuk's one of the great hockey players that the NHL has, and hockey runs in the Tkachuk family. And Keith also stated that Matthew has that face you just want to punch. So maybe it's just Matthew Tkachuk. Maybe he can't do anything. But Brady, they're saying Brady could be like him. They're saying Brady Tkachuk could be even more of a nuisance than Matthew. So it kind of all depends. Now, do I think he is a rat? Well, you're talking about Calgary Flames fan. Of course I'm going to say no, but I don't think he's the type of Brad Marchand, as he's kind of just like, I think it's age. I honestly think once he gets older, he'll probably end up maturing a little bit, and he'll probably lay back and say, alright, let's see if I can help the team. Like, I'm doing it now, but maybe I gotta focus on putting up the more points, or helping out in the power play, or helping out in the penalty kill, or something like that. But I think that's a big difference between Marchand and Tkachuk. Now, is he a rat, like, under skin-wise? Maybe. I think he may be a little bit, but I don't think he's the Brad Marchand of hockey necessarily. But that's my opinion. So, with that, thanks so much for having me on the channel. I love talking about, of course, the Calgary Flames. I got the jersey on and everything. So, and it was nice getting to show more to my voice, because on my channel, I talk, but like I never showed my face until now. So, thanks for the idea as well. Give me a little more pizzazz in my videos, so that's cool. Like I said, thanks so much for having me on the channel. It means a lot for you to come out and ask me to join the video. I love the idea, and keep up the great work. And with that, I'm Paul DiRenzo, and I'll catch you next time.
Now, of course, he did go like his analysis. Make sure to check him down in the links below. He's a good hockey YouTuber. He covers pretty much mainly all NHL. He doesn't know just Calgary Flames, but he does a lot of general NHL stuff. So make sure to check him down below. And, of course, thank him on the analysis on here. And go check him out. It'll be greatly appreciated. And again, thanks for coming on. And all you beauties better go subscribe to him. That's in order. But that is going up for today, guys. Make sure to like, subscribe. Tell me below what you think of Matthew Tkachuk. Do you think he'll be the NHL's next big rat? Do you think he can tone it down a little bit? Again, go subscribe to Idontgivetkachuk, and if you haven't done already on this channel, make sure you do so. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.